Hey everybody, Ryan here. You guys might have noticed the channel name change, the title of this video, as well as the thumbnail. It is correct, I am switching. No longer am I My Hero Academia CCG Sum for All. I am now Blackbeard TCG. Now, Blackbeard Marshall D. Teach is my favorite One Piece character, and I'm going to be going from playing the My Hero Academia card game to playing One Piece. Now, obviously, with One Piece coming out, you know, there's always hype whenever there's a new release for a game, right? You know, people are always super excited. There's a lot of new players and all of those good things, and everybody wants to learn, everybody wants to collect with set one. You can never go wrong with the initial release of a game. Now, there's been many series that have kind of flopped in terms of card games, right? We've seen Naruto have a little bit of, you know, a good run. Actually, one of the more successful in terms of the quote-unquote big three or like major series, right? So there's that. But then there was like Inuyasha had a card game, Bleach had a card game, right? Like all of these big series, big IPs had card games, and they ultimately fell to the wayside. But then there's some that have been successful most recently, like Dragon Ball, like Digimon, and things of that nature. So you know, and the reason why I bring up those ones is because they're made by Bandai, who's also going to be making the My Hero Academia, the One Piece card game, the One Piece TCG. Now, my main reason for switching from My Hero Academia to One Piece isn't just because of hype or anything like that. This is something that has been on my mind for quite some time. As you guys know, I haven't actually uploaded any content for My Hero Academia in quite some time, so I'm sure you guys probably realize that I haven't played. Obviously, you guys know I have a ton of decks. I have a lot more. I don't have any of the set 3 stuff. I honestly don't even know what this symbol is at all, or even what. Okay, that's not even My Hero, but this one. I guess this is set 3. So I guess set 3 is already being teased and on the horizon, but as you guys know, I was super excited for set 2, and that's kind of where my love for the game really started to dwindle. I never realized how important community was for me, and that was one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel. Community is really big, and unfortunately, the game wasn't as popular in my local scene here in Canada. I have 3 locals near me, like 3 local card shops. Only 2 of them were carrying My Hero Academia cards. They were both running local events. One of them stopped pretty much towards the end of set 1 because they weren't getting enough players. And then the other one, once set 2 came, basically the same thing. And not just that, but set 2, unfortunately, was really delayed. When it came to set 1 was delayed, and that was fine. Obviously, DLC was delayed as well. You know, people were counting it up to COVID, right? Obviously, we completely understand with warehouses and shipping and COVID and uncertainty and all of those things. But, and you know, maybe this is just me from a selfish consumer point of view, right? But, you know, after some time, it kind of gets like annoying hearing people say like, oh yeah, like don't be upset, Ryan, because like it's COVID, like, you know, things are delayed and stuff like that, when like literally every other industry isn't being delayed. And so that's just me from a selfish point of view, from a selfish consumerism point of view, right? But let's put that aside. The biggest thing, like I said, is community. When your local fan base of the game starts to die out, so say for example, if my local card game shop, at one point there was 20 people that would come for a Yu-Gi-Oh local, then there's only 5, and then there's almost no one where you can't even run a tournament, you're probably not going to be inclined to play it, even though you can find matches online. Like COVID has shown us, there's online locals and stuff like that now, right? But even with that being said, you miss out on that in-person community. You want to be able to get cards right away, maybe buy cards off other people, buy cards from the shop, buy cards or trade with other people, see other people's collection. Maybe you're not even a competitive player. Maybe you just want cards from your collection. Now you can go in person and try to get those from other people. You don't get that online, and obviously that quote unquote instant gratification, of course you have to do it online. Then you're dealing with people you don't really know. You have to there's a delay obviously because you have to mail things and things like that. In terms of local community and playing the game, obviously there's online locals, but some of them are during the week and more towards in the evening when people come home from work, but then they have work the next day, so by the time it's done, like, some people can't even play the whole rounds of all the locals. Like, all of those things were things that I found were inconvenienced with the My Hero Academia card game. But the biggest thing was the delays, right? Like, once the delays kicked in, I was like, okay, like, is this going to happen with every release? And at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm not really... I lost all my hype, right? It sucks when you're really hyped for something and then it just gets pushed back and it gets pushed back and it's just like, oh my gosh, okay, well, and then the people around you stop playing the game. Like... you're the only one playing it, it kind of gets a little bit demoralizing. Now, with One Piece, obviously they have the luxury of the game coming out now with COVID pretty much on the wraps now, in terms of, people having events, in terms of shipments and all that type of stuff. Things are being shipped a lot easier now, which is great. And quite frankly, for me, I love One Piece. One Piece is one of my favorite series of all time. I have a ton of One Piece merchandise in my house, as I do with My Hero Academia stuff. When there's things that I like, when there's things that I want to support, I will support them. No problem at all. I have no issues spending money and supporting them. And One Piece is one of those series. And when I found out that the One Piece card game was coming out, I was ecstatic. Again, this is not me jumping onto a hype train or anything like that. The card game doesn't even come out until winter, right? Like, I'm not making this right before the game comes out and saying, guys, I'm making the switch. Like, literally right now, it's still summer. Well, it's almost fall. It's September. And I'm telling you guys that I'm making the switch, right? The cards aren't even out yet. There is going to be pre-release, which I'm hopefully going to be able to attend, and hopefully get some product from that. But this game is coming out in about 3 months, right? So I'm basically making the transition from now because I want to learn the game. I want to understand the game. I want to have fun at the game. I've already reached out to some of my local card game shops, and they said that they've had a ton of people asking about it, a ton of people interested about it. Some of them pre-orders are already completely sold out for all the starter decks and all of that stuff. So, like, it looks like it's going to be really good. One of them is expecting for the local to have 25 people, which is crazy. And, like, you can imagine, obviously, like, 25 people for, like, a small card shop local is pretty damn good, right? Like, for me, like, I'm always happy if I go to a local and if there's, like, eight players plus is pretty decent for me, right? Like, obviously, like, at the start of a game, there's obviously going to be more people. That's with every game. But, like, as it goes on, right? Like, if it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that, if you have like 8 to 16 people, that's a lot of people, right? So once you get over that number, that's when it starts becoming really, really cool, really, really fun. And, I'm super excited for this. I've played a lot of Dragon Ball. I had never had the chance to play Digimon, so I've heard that this is more akin to Dragon Ball than Digimon, but I'm super excited. Some of my favorite characters, I really, really hope, obviously, as you guys know, obviously the title, Marshall D. Teach. I hope that Teach gets his own leader card so I can build a Teach deck. I am going to be playing the blue line just because Teach is in the Crocodile deck, so I have to play that. And I'm also a huge fan of Trafalgar Law, so I will be playing green as well. Those are the two colors that I'm looking at early on. As I know, the starter deck is obviously Kid, who I heard is pretty good. Obviously, I need to play. I need to understand the game, see how the meta is, look at other regions and things like that. But I'm probably going to be playing these two symbols. I'm still stuck on the My Hero Academia. These two colors, the blue and the green, to start off. Probably green first, blue a little bit after. Hopefully we can get an actual Blackbeard leader as well, but until then I'll probably be playing Crocodile or some other blue leader. I heard Dofi is pretty good at some point once set 1 comes out. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff. I'm going to be making content on this. I'm going to be learning the game, showing you guys my process of me learning the game, talking to you guys about the things that I'm hyped for, and all that good stuff. So if you guys still want to support my channel, please stay subscribed, please share it with a friend and all that good stuff. If you guys were only here for My Hero stuff, I completely understand if you guys choose to unsubscribe. Very, very sad and disappointing, but I completely understand it. I wouldn't blame you if you're not interested in One Piece and you're subscribed to My Hero Academia channel and you're only getting One Piece. Why would you continue to be subscribed? So I completely understand. No worries, no hard feelings there. But I hope that maybe if you guys aren't even initially interested, if you guys stick around and check out some of my videos, maybe you guys might want to pick up the One Piece card game too. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. It sucks that I can't say remember to go plus ultra, but I gotta think of a catchy end thing to my videos. Something to do with Blackbeard. I'll have them for the next video. Take it easy, guys. Peace.